All right, we are back on the air now. Welcome to the next episode of the Furry Raiders podcast. I am Jolt, chief host of the show, and joining me once again is none other than my co-host, Avira.
Hey guys, it's your resident orange doggo here. Almost forgot what I was gonna say. Oh damn.
Who's bad?
Hey.
And next up on the show, Talon.
Hey guys, thank you for having me.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's always good to be back.
And last up on the panel, Mikhail.
What's up? Good to be back again.
Yep, our fifth host may or may not be here because he's running late, but that kind of is, fun part. It's kind of how we do things sometimes. We just pull it. We
Yeah,
just
well,
go with
if
it.
he pops in, that's all good.
Yeah, but other than that, though, I would like to start the show by giving a great big birthday shout out to Inu.
Oh,
Hey, happy birthday, Inu.
happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, congratulations, mate.
You're well over 40 years old now. How does
Yeah,
it feel?
And you're 1 year closer to death. Hooray!
For something like that, honestly, you deserve to be, to have the black pill slapped out of your face for saying.
Yeah, I'll slap those black pills out of your hands and say, no, man.
Oh jeez.
Daddy, no.
Well, I mean, that's just one way of looking at it,
Come on, man. More hope, more optimism. Besides, it's Inu's special day.
Yeah, I hope it's a good one.
And yeah, I'd love to. But, yeah, so shall we begin with the show routine and the namesake of this episode? Because who just joined the woke train?
Oh boy.
Well, first I want to comment by saying Inu said no more black pills, only Metamucil.
Okay.
But, yeah. Who's this
Oh,
one?
Don't worry, Gillette. We're woke too. Oh god.
Burger King.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean-
actually, it's not Burger King. Guys.
Yeah.
We should be respectful. It's not Burger King anymore. It's not inclusive enough. It's now Burger Queen.
Yeah, be more inclusive. No, it's burger person. You have to be inclusive and not classist and ableist and all that whatever bullshit they talk about.
Yeah.
Burger person.
The title of the video, the Virgin Feel Meal. The Virgin Feel Meal versus the Chad Happy Meal.
This
That's
is
pretty
sad.
much what it is, all things
I don't know.
considered.
I don't know how many of our viewers saw the actual commercial for this, but I didn't even know it was for Burger King until like the very end, 'cause it made the littlest of little sense ever. Like it
Right.
doesn't make any sense. Like these are people who sell burgers. What are they doing?
I mean, a burger is meant to make you, feel better because, well, it's
Well,
meant to be a
Oh,
good,
guys,
delicious meal. But like this, though,
Guys, I think
But
if you're basically going to use it just to wallow in, then
And
that's not a good marketing strategy.
and it's to they're quote unquote trying to raise awareness for mental health.
All right, so let's read a little bit of this article here. The short features a black kid feeling depressed, a white girl in high school who is called a skank, an Asian chick who infers that her boss is sexist, another black kid who was dumped, a Hispanic teenage mom, and a Middle Eastern dude who is stuck living with his family because of student loan debt. Each of them lament their situations in life, and that's basically how their stories start and end. Wow. Wow. That makes me want to buy a burger, guys. That really does. I'm just jonesing for a burger right now.
I mean, right now, I think you deserve it after, you've been offering black pills to Inu's birthday.
You know,
That's the depressed meal,
gotta
right?
feel
Go
better,
have
right?
yourself a depressed meal, Avira.
Yeah, right. I gotta feel better.
when
Know
I
your way.
When I get to freaking Vegas, I'm gonna freaking buy myself a bunch of Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A,
Well,
yes.
Guys, we can see it this way. We can see it this way. In the 1800s, we had the gun that saved the West. In the 1900s, we have had the wars that saved the West. Today, we have the burger that saves the West.
Yeah. Oh,
Makes
some of these
sense.
comments are jewels. Like you should read through them. This is from the comments on their YouTube video. By the way, they also circled the likes and dislikes, which I just find hilarious. I'm sure it's worse now.
Oh my god, middle anti-imperialist, gender-neutral burger them.
I mean, it's
It's so good. So good.
Tal, I think you got some feedback going.
Yeah, sorry. I was just checking on something. The likes to dislike ratio is 3.7k like to 14,000 dislikes.
that's quite a
Oh,
ratio.
wow.
That's
That's
quite a
bad.
ratio.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, I'm hearing a
That
bit of
is
Neko. I'm hearing a bit of Neko.
Oh, and these comments are golden. They are golden.
I know.
Mm.
Dude, do I
This
have to
one.
Fix the
tell-
feedback.
Fix the
feedback.
Yeah, sorry. The new slogan will be this guy Ethan Davis commented, the new slogan for Burger King: feeling down, let's make it worse.
Pretty much. Oh
Yeah.
damn it! I'm still hearing Neko. I'm still hearing Neko.
I just
Same
muted
it.
Talon.
Come on.
I just muted Talon manually, though.
Yeah, I don't think. That's
Hopefully
you
this
guys.
might solve the problem. But other
I
than
don't
but
think-
yeah, sorry to have to
sorry
do this.
to have
but
to do this,
goddamn,
but goddamn,
the master.
Okay.
I just have to use the master settings. But that'll have to do it.
That'll have to do it.
You know, it actually explains a
don't
lot.
think
Just to
that's
continue
you.
on with the track that
the track
that they're using the same agency as Gillette. Yeah, that worked out well, didn't it?
That worked out well, didn't it?
Okay. This is not working well.
This is
Please
not
fix
working
this.
well.
Please fix this.
I know.
Alright, guys.
I
I'm gonna disconnect and see if it's not a problem on my settings because you know how these things go. I'll be back in a sec.
You know, this is just.
Did it work? Oh
Uh,
yes. Okay.
I mean, yeah, he just disconnected, so this was mostly his fault. So,
Yikes. Oh, Talon.
man.
But
You
yeah,
can
so I
just
love how they're
rejoin,
comparing this
hopefully.
to Gillette. It's like, but why? I mean, now we were talking about this in the preliminary thing. I kind of forgot which fast food chain did this. They had like the pink chicken nuggets or something, and it was like supposed to be like for feminism or whatever. It turns out that Burger King did that.
You know what? I think we might be
now-
getting a substitute host for Talon. We might.
Okay,
Oh,
but yeah, now they just went
Guys,
super woke.
No, I'm not hearing any more feedback, actually. I think that might have fixed it.
yeah, I just figured out what it was. My speaker wasn't properly connected.
Alrighty.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we might get a
Sorry,
fifth
guys.
host this time around. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
You'll love this, though, Talon. You will. When he
Oh.
joins.
Oh, now I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. By the way, though, just an obligatory shout out. Big thanks for that little gift you sent me.
Oh, of course.
It is on the Jolt sticker pack, so you can literally use it to blow up. Well, I didn't really advocate it, though.
Hello.
It's just... What's up?
Wait, advocate blowing something up? What?
Look, it's a sticker of me with a grenade and a rocket launcher, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
explosions are fun. Okay, cool.
That was a great sticker. That was.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
By the way,
Hello.
welcome, Ryan.
Yeah. Hello, love.
Welcome.
how are you, hon?
Well, welcome to
good.
the
Alright.
show. I mean, I kind of was in a tiny bit of a panic because my handpicked fifth host wasn't here, but
Okay.
yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So,
Yeah.
Ryan, just before we continue on, there's a good live comments. Enu says, "It's not Burger King anymore; it's Burger They Them."
Yeah. But the funny thing is, though, with the whole the virgin feel meal and like the Chad Happy Meal. That was the thing I came up with.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted
Clever.
to.
Like,
So,
It-
so
if
my
it-
question is, when do you think Burger King is going to go vegan?
When the CEO of Burger King has a live stream of him cutting his genitals off.
Oh
Mm.
God!
no,
No, please
I
no.
don't think he has genitals. I don't think he has genitals to cut off anymore, honestly.
Yeah, to be honest.
at this point, he's pretty much a vape person.
Yeah,
God.
but basically, cuck of the cuck is cuck.
So
It's ma'am.
So on that same note, though, I know we've recommended like an alternative like Chick-fil-A. What other alternatives can you kind of recommend as a better substitute?
In
to
and out
burger?
burger.
Wendy's.
In and out burger.
In-N-Out burger for sure.
Ah, we go
No.
with Wendy's. You don't
Yeah.
get hot takes from any Wendy's. You get hot
No,
foods, hot and hot takes at the same time.
Mhm.
No, but the thing is, though, if you want to get like quality burgers and things like that, just go to a proper American diner.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
Sometimes
Th-
you
that-
just gotta have fast food, but some
A one which isn't tainted by veganism.
McDonald's didn't get woke, did it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They
But their food is still shit.
I
That's
mean,
the
it
problem.
is, but it's really the only other.
They're not
competition.
they're not the king of fast foods anymore. But
Nah.
remember, Chick-fil-A is getting banned from literally everywhere.
Yeah, because what they put Bible verses on their wrappers.
No,
Oh,
In-N-Out
woe is
Burger
me.
did that, and they triggered so many Democrats by doing it. That
Funny
even the
thing is-
even the Republicans literally ordered freaking catering from them.
The funny thing
Yeah,
is,
good,
though,
stick it
most African Americans go to Chick-fil-A anyway because they don't give a shit because the chicken tastes good.
Yeah, it's good food. Whatever.
Oh.
And if the owner is Christian, okay, he can run his business however.
Yeah, the funny
Like-
thing is, though, most people who go to Chick-fil-A just go there because their food tastes nice.
Exactly. That's how capitalism
Exactly.
works, folks.
Yeah, exactly. Like that they have really good food there. Like the thing is,
Yeah.
though, I go to chicken cottage, even though it's pretty much like a Islamic sort of chicken place. But the thing is, though, I go to there because their chicken is really nice.
Cool.
Tell me something. Is KFC still a worldwide thing?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
here in America.
Yeah, but you don't
Yeah,
hear
but-
from them.
We haven't.
Strange.
It's prominent here in Aussie land.
Same here, but you don't hear from them. You don't see advertisements or anything.
Dude, if you want some luck, maybe you could just ask Jason and see if you can find any in the state of Kentucky.
Or just talk about it in front of like an Alexa or something, and then eventually you're gonna start getting random ads on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube.
Mhm.
It hears
Oh,
you.
do you remember once? I remember seeing an advert in Australia where this white guy, just picked up a bucket of chicken, and all of the black guys around him just decided to grab a bit of fried chicken from him.
Okay. Wait, that was an ad?
Yeah, that was an ad in Australia for the cricket.
Wait, so a white guy got KFC and then a black guy went over and just took one out of the bucket and ran away?
No, they were surrounded by they were surrounded by people from the West Indies,
Okay.
and they grabbed bird chicken
Yeah.
from the bucket.
That's weird. Okay. Interesting. The more you know.
Other than that, though, I think we kind of would love you just to wrap this up. But you know what, though? Do look for some alternatives if Burger King's getting too woke and they're not going to make money. Regretful, but necessary.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, next kind of item on the show. Well, this is a doozy, an oldie but a doozy. Mars Colony, a city on Mars could descend into cabin fever and nationalism.
Oh, damn.
Mars Pride, Mars Wide.
Yeah, Martian
No,
Pride.
Go one step further.
Martian supremacy.
Mars Pride galaxy wide.
Yeah.
They're afraid. Okay, this is what they're really afraid of. People on Mars could be nationalistic that they're Martian, apparently. And that's like a
No, that's-
worrisome thought for some people. What?
It's like the science fiction series, The Flippin' Expanse.
Yeah. Or Elon
Flippin'-
Musk is going to be like the new Martian Hitler. He's trying to
Well-
cause nationalism on Mars, Martian supremacy. Whee!
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Martian Pride, solar system wide.
well,
That's
I can
basically
already,
what it is.
This
I
is
can already see
ridiculous.
the new anime. Yeah, I can already see the new animes that come out from this. Originally, you
Oh,
had
yeah.
Gundam. Yeah, originally you had Gundam. Now you had Gundam Seed, Gundam Wing, Gundam Unicorn. Now you have Gundam Mars Rover. It's
Oh
not too
yeah, they're talking
bad.
about.
Yeah.
Elon
Britain
Musk.
sent a rover to Mars, but it hit the ground and exploded.
Return tickets will start at $500,000.
But the thing is that's basically what like space exploration is like. Basically, if something fucks up, there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, yeah, you're
Millions of
stuck there.
millions of dollars, millions of pounds are fucking gone.
Them
To
damn
nothing.
Martians became space Nazis. The
Well,
empires are coming, folks.
it's similar. Have you guys ever played the was it the Resistance games? Or
Oh
no,
yeah, I mean,
no,
Red
not that.
Faction.
No, I was thinking of it's that one game with the Helgans or Helgast.
Killzone.
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 Yeah. Yeah, it's a similar thing occurred where like humans would be sent to that planet and they'd be almost left for dead while they're suffering from being poisoned from the very planet itself, and then eventually the planet actually made them stronger, more resilient to it.
Oh.
So they
That's
started
cool.
getting some pride, and they wanted to get a little bit of revenge against the planet that left them for dead, aka Earth.
I wonder if the people that wrote this article have ever watched Firefly. Remember, like, they had like a planet civil war and stuff, like a solar system civil war rather, where like colonists on the outer planets were like trying to be independent and whatnot because they didn't like the Chinese American government on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, is this where we're headed? Is this what people are worried about?
Yeah.
Oh,
Killzone
goodness.
IRL, I can get into this. That's what Native Rabbit Natsu says.
them damn
Yeah, but
Martian
The
supremacy.
thing is, though, in the Halo universe, basically the insurrectionists like fucking nuked entire planets. So basically, they killed millions.
Yeah, but let's look at this at the realistic standpoint. I mean, we as humans can't even get along with each other on the same planet. What do you think is going to happen if we're on different planets?
I don't
Natural
know.
tribalism will have its way.
I wonder
'Cause
how
pe-
people on the
People
ISS
keep forgetting that humans are a very tribalistic species.
And we would still be having civil wars on freaking Earth while there's wars going on in space.
Yeah, exactly.
At this stage, like the sovereign planet state of Mars versus the globalized Earth.
the Firefly, pretty much, right? I mean, that's eventually what's gonna happen. And then they're gonna start to poison the planets, and they're all gonna become zombies and whatnot. It's just gonna be a bad situation.
I don't know about me, but if Earth goes full globalist, I might as well go become a freaking a Martian nationalist.
Oh, and okay, that's another thing I had a question about. Do you guys think that like this whole woke thing about like if they're actually concerned that nationalism is like a bad thing for some reason, is this going to like slow down space travel because of fears? that
Look,
people are going to
the
be
thing
loyal
is,
to their
being
planet?
super nationalistic will actually accelerate space travel.
I
Yeah,
would
because,
assume so. I hope.
Different countries and different space agencies associated with the countries that they would compete with one another, and that they would compete to have like the most advanced form of like space travel, and like the
Yeah,
most established colonies on different planets and such.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. I mean, that was some real
and I
national
think
pride
it's
went into landing on the moon. You know?
Yeah, and the thing is, though, the reason why the whole space race slowed down was because of stupid UN regulations, and it's like,
Yeah.
ugh.
They said you can't build weapons in space, and then both sides were like, "Oh, well, screw that. That was the whole point."
But
Never mind.
funny thing is, there's been a lot of research lately about space warfare, and they say space warfare will not be like anything we have imagined in sci-fi movies. A laser, for instance, you know where the space battles are, and then it's lasers shooting at each other.
At close
Yeah.
range,
Yeah,
it's not going to
Hey.
be at close range. It's going to be like like thousands of kilometers away. That's how
yeah.
it's
Well,
going to
Yeah,
work.
not even that, it can be millions
and
of
like,
kilometers away.
yeah,
It can be,
I think
and the thing is, you won't
you're talking
explode.
about
You'll
how the
basically
light would
boil.
take time to get there.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, it's like another thing, like which would probably defeat a lot of people in space is that, like because the crew itself and like the energy weapons, like hitting the ship itself will cause the ship to heat up, and
Yeah,
that'll be the
exactly.
thing which would kill a lot of people.
All they
Yeah,
have to
no,
do is
that's
just launch a marble at it and break a window.
Yeah, and the thing is, so it's like the reason why a lot of sci-fi gets it wrong is because a lot of sci-fi bases its space battles off, like off like battles that we had in like the Second World War and the First World War, and it's like it's not going to work like that in space. We're going to be moving around at at every like direction possible.
All
You
right,
know,
so let's say we do build a city on Mars, like in the article it says by 2050. So let's say
Yeah.
there's a city on Mars. What if they rebel? How would we have a war with another planet?
Like, I mean, they're literally gonna have to send monsters to try and get there.
Yeah, and then what? Are they just gonna shoot the place up and destroy the city? Like that seems like a waste of money.
the
But
thing
if
yeah.
is,
the
so
Well,
aliens actually rebel though, and they have
the thing
weapons
is,
of their
so
own,
what we do is we just leave them alone. Just,
and
just
let them and leave them alone so they could become Martian supremacists? I don't think so.
no, it's
well,
because we have the resources. They do not.
Oof,
See
big
the
oof
issue?
right there.
So we could
Yeah.
just refuse to give them like food supplies and things like that,
Oh
and
my
then they
god.
will
honestly,
capitulate.
And
I
then they
honestly,
would become space pirates, and then we're back to the whole idea of Firefly.
yeah. But honestly, I think they'll just nuke Mars. We already have intercontinental ballistic missiles, and it's not a far jump from intercontinental to interballistic, interplanetary nuclear missiles. I mean, most satellites they send up in space
Wait, didn't
are
we already
nuclear
do that
bombs.
to the moon? I'm pretty sure we launched a
No,
missile at the moon once.
no, we did that to Jupiter.
Yeah,
We crashed the satellite into the moon. We detonated a nuke in Jupiter because one of the satellites had a nuclear reactor in it. So we
yeah.
sent it into Jupiter and caused a nuclear explosion.
Well, like interplanetary, nuclear missiles. That's pretty much the Halo franchise in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Wow, we really do live in the future.
And
yeah,
the
and
thing is, though, it's like in the Halo universe, they use nuclear weapons against insurrectionists, which are basically
Yeah.
rebel colonies. Like there's this one colony where they pretty much nuked to the point where the whole planet was inhabitable.
Hmm, that doesn't sound good.
And the funny thing is, though, the way that they use nukes against Covenant ships is like basically when a Covenant ship fires, the shields go down, and what happens is that they fire the nuke, and the nuke gets stuck between the shield and the ship, and
Oh, that sucks.
and that pretty much amplifies the explosion.
Oh my god, no.
Ooh.
So basically, the Covenant ships destroy themselves via their own shielding system.
This is
Ouch.
I have
Whoops.
one thing that I don't understand is why exactly do we
All
want to
right.
colonize?
Hello. Sorry to deviate from this thing, but hello, please. I
Hello.
mean,
Hey,
well, this is interesting though. We've got a sixth kind of guest to just depart, and you've come in this late. So
oh hi, welcome.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Astral, was it? Just introduce yourself, kind of. Probably just.
Oh, well, hello. Yeah, Astro Wolf here.
Ooh, glowy eyes.
Very.
All right, cool.
I know
So,
we
yeah.
haven't reached. I mean, as much as I'd say we'd love to reach, the end of the segment, it's just. I know there's a reason why I've kind of brought you in as well, and we'll get to that in this next segment. Though, look, I've made this so chaotic that I'm literally chopping and changing stuff, and now, oh my goodness, world do I live in?
Clown World?
Yes, but
Yes. All right, so yeah, space colonization could go one of two ways. Either we could further descend into Clown World, or perhaps move forward and
look,
become
I
Martian
think the point
supremacists.
is like if we're gonna colonize space, we literally have to restart. Like ideally, the case is to restart society.
Martian power.
And you know what? And if we basically colonize Mars enough to be nationalistic, we might not need to live in Clown World over there.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
But the question
Wouldn't the
is,
moon
why
be a
would-
better option, though? I mean, it's closer. It takes only
Yeah,
3
it's
days to
closer.
get there.
The
But
funny
why
thing
would
is,
you
though, when I'm thinking about colonizing the moon and like moon supremacy, I'm thinking of like the character Moon Man for some reason.
Or the Moonanites from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We're the Moonanites, we're the best. We're obviously superior to you because we have less gravity on the moon. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh no!
Oh no.
Okay. Yay. Oh my god, the Moonanites.
Is
Yeah.
this literally the new, pronoun for moon, the citizens of the moon?
Make the moon great again.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Middlesex account says Ted Cruz says space pirates are a big concern. And
Yeah.
again, he said, we should use the
Ooh.
Space Force to, fight space pirates.
Of course. Yeah, sure.
I guess
don't know
Trump
of
has
any
the right
space
idea then. Space Force.
I mean, I don't know of any space pirates personally, but if they're out there, at least we got a space force. Thank goodness.
I guess
know.
it's just preparing for the worst.
Well, what if aliens attack? That could happen.
Well, that Space Force will be there to protect, to keep space
There we go.
safe.
Hear me now.
Yes.
Good, because I lost connection there for a minute.
I hope your connection is stable.
Yeah, it's somewhat stable. No, we had a shake explosion when it went down, so
Oh my.
dude.
yeah. So, all right, where were we? Oh yes, MCFC.
That's the segment that I've essentially brought you in for, because we were honestly, the thing was we were meant to invite you ages ago. You withdrew, and it's kind of been on the cards. It's happened like sometime like in April, right?
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
it was back April 15th weekend.
Just instead of doing the Mother's Day story, do you want to go to the UK police
Yes.
one?
No. We'll skip. We'll change the UK one to the last
Okay.
segment. So yeah, it's chaotic, but yeah, that's the last topic was just yeah.
So
So
yeah, how is
it's
Motor City
big change of
going on?
routine, people. You never know what's going to happen on the show. Millions of
And I'll be
curveballs.
brief.
So don't worry. We'll get you We'll get you. This is your segment though, because there's something that's bound to have gone down, and we just want your whole experience on it.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're all clear, you can take the floor away. Motor City FurCon 2019.
Well, I'll be brief for y'all. It was pretty uneventful. I mean, ouch! Damn it!
Oh my.
Dude, you are on your way to becoming a very professional narrator.
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm here. I just knocked something over. Oh. Throw it out. No. All right. So, anyway, I'll be brief. Motor City was uneventful. It was new hotel. Everything worked out great. But I think the big event was the fact that Kage was drunk the whole time. That's pretty much it.
Who?
Of
What?
course he
Who?
was.
Who would
He
have
was-
expected?
He was so pissed drunk, it wasn't even funny.
Man,
I thought he had
Kage's
stopped
descended
being
into
sober.
madness at this point. We're just
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I
Yes.
honestly
I
think
thought-
that he really needs to see fucking someone about his drinking problem. Because
well,
it's
he mentioned something in one of his wine streams that he had to quit drinking because his liver was so messed up. But that was like 2 years ago. And I guess he just didn't stop yet.
I don't
Okay.
think he took the advice of his doctors.
the thing is though,
no.
it's like people don't realize with alcoholism, it can hook somebody.
Yeah, it could be bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
But
Definitely.
so
All right, sorry about that, guys.
that's all right. So I just had a few questions about it. Was it like a big convention or like medium, small? Like how many people thereabouts?
It's Motor City's a big, somewhat big convention. They need more towels, definitely. They had a pretty good amount.
You know, it's your car. You fucking clean it.
It was no, it was pretty good. I mean, they've always been a pretty big convention anyway. I like
didn't
it,
know that.
and it's a nice, it's not like AC where it's all spread out.
Oh, good.
You're all
AC
kind of
is too big.
in one hotel, which is nice.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Wait, so is it
All
like a
right, so-
convention center or a hotel?
It's in a hotel. It's in a hotel.
Okay. That's cool.
So,
Were there
but
any?
no, it's pretty well run. I mean, the cost is decent. The hotel rate's not an issue.
Were there?
Cool.
Were there any big drama? Any kind of heated drama stories on here and out there and on Conspace Twitter
No.
or whatever?
I'm done. I'm gone.
No, there wasn't any.
Wow.
There wasn't any
smoothly.
drama.
That was good.
Huh.
So,
Okay.
all right. Well,
That's-
I got to bug out, guys, because I got to clean this up before I get moving. So,
okay.
Wow.
thanks for letting me in.
Yeah, it's
okay.
great to
Bye.
hear from you. And I'll see you at for Apocalypse.
Yeah, we'll do this again. Catch you later, guys.
All right, bye.
Jeez, maybe if I had have expected this to be a fully professional segment, then I would have literally given him the floor.
My
But good
goodness.
grief.
Yeah, it seems a lot of stuff going on.
yeah.
I heard someone's like, "It's your car, you fucking clean it." I don't know who that was, but yikes.
Yeah, but
Yep.
come on.
Okay.
We have.
I mean,
This is prime time TV show quality streaming here.
Yeah, this is
Look,
literally like reality.
Yep.
It's the goal. But you know what? Because we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's like at least you're not not like having people fighting each other, in the podcast, like flipping internet blood sports or like Jerry Springer or something like that.
Well,
You
maybe that-
are the father. Ah!
Yeah, maybe that's exactly what we need.
I know.
The funny thing is, though, it's like I had a joke with a Fox at one point that because he looks a bit like me, I joked about him being my father.
Wait, what?
By the way,
Why do we have another
he was the scheduled host though.
I'm
But
extremely late to the party. I'm sorry.
good
We
lord?
have
How
a
many
problems.
people did you invite to this show? You're like number 7 by now. Good grief.
dude, we had
Wow.
seven people on the panel once because I over invited once and then somebody crashed in and
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
All right,
honestly,
well, hey, welcome.
I like the fact that people are popping in and out.
I
Makes
just-
things interesting.
look. Do you want me to turn this into a call show one day? Nah, not really.
Oh, that could be fun.
I think so. It could be worse. It could be radio graffiti. Oh, fucking hell, that's terrible.
Oh god.
No.
So,
Does
I guess,
does anyone here remember True Capitalist Radio?
Oh god. Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh
That
yeah,
dude
that
was
was
literally the freaking the brony version of Alex Jones.
The
Oh,
brony version? Oh.
This is your host, the man you
Okay.
called Ghost.
Yeah, and not to
Yeah,
mention,
okay.
isn't he like an ANCAP? And he also literally cut up, a doll on the camera. The He Will Not Divide Us camera.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he sacrificed a teddy bear.
For the greater good.
Yeah, but the good.
While he was wearing a skull mask.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
Someone's
no,
got
that,
some
that,
issues.
that
I'm
makes him a
surprised.
Tau then.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised he cut up the teddy bear instead of himself with all that edge.
Yeah.
all right. So,
Oh.
any fun live comments, Scott?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? Not a moment. Let's see. Okay, Middlesex account says this is louder and more ridiculous than CS:GO team chat with a 12-year-old Latino kid.
Sounds about right. Yep.
Oh god, at least they just freaking have to introduce some sort of stability in the order.
Yeah.
Or maybe stop asking that people have special favors.
Yeah, exactly.
CS:GO team chat. There's also at least one or two Russians, as per usual.
One.
Go to the usual.
There's
And
always
he's al-
those Russians, man.
At least there's a Russian in here, like in this chat.
Yeah, indeed.
Every single week we go on the air.
Sorry, say that again.
I said, "Да, я знаю, я русский." Оранжевый собака, which means orange doggo. Woof. Okay, sorry. We should be moving on.
Yeah,
You know what? Though, at this stage, you know what? Let's go back and finish the one scheduled item on the show at this stage, eh? Considering, let's get back on track.
Mhm.
Already, eh?
Yes.
So much chaos.
A little bit.
Mhm.
Mm.
UK police.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sees spoons, serving fork, spatula, meat skewers in weapon sweep.
Wait, I was joking about the forks before.
Why have they got a flipping knife sharpener?
They have two knife sharpeners.
It's gonna cause somebody blunt force trauma if you smack somebody upside the head with it.
You can't stab somebody with a flipping knife sharpener. It's like spoon. Like I'm guessing that they took the movie flipping Robin Hood's
Too literally.
The Prince of Thieves too literally. I'm gonna cut your heart out with a spoon.
A spoon? Why a spoon? Because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so
Oh.
are you not allowed to have this in your house if you live there?
What
Or-
the fuck are you?
What they did is that they raided a charity shop, and basically they tried to say we got these weapons off the street, but in actual fact it was a charity shop which gave them all those blades.
Okay, the top one in the middle looks like a little butter knife. That can't hurt anyone. So I don't know what that's there for.
I think someone went and actually legitimately counted them out, and I think there's 7 butter knives in there.
What are you? What is your government doing over there, Orion?
Oh yeah, I see one on the lower left.
They're fucking up like they always do.
And there's a pie spatula. It's not even like a. I get that it has a point, but seriously, it's a pie spatula.
You can't
Yeah,
have
that's-
spatulas anymore. How are people supposed to cook?
There's like dessert knives in there. Like all of the utensils on display are used in cooking, bar the flipping the train like that sword on the side, but there is a training sword that they use for fencing.
Okay,
It's a
yeah,
And
fencing
that's
sword.
exactly what I was going to say. It looks like a fencing sword.
Yeah,
It's blunt. It's blunt. It's
but
not
guys,
sharp. It's blunt.
spoons.
So
They're
yeah,
banning
exactly. a
spoons.
spoon.
They
What in
have
the
banned
world?
old world spoons because tarnished silver is apparently dangerous.
God,
What
what
is-
about the sporks though?
What?
But guys, remember, I think we're a bit unfair, alright? I mean, every year thousands of people die because of because of mass spoon stabbing.
Yes,
I think
yeah, gotta watch out for that. You know what? The UK police don't have guns. Arm them with spoons. That'll teach them.
yeah,
Yeah, that'll terrify everyone.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No more criminals.
Spoons.
Oh, he's got a spoon. Oh no.
Got a spoon, guys. Let's disarm all the nukes. We've got spoons now. Gee.
We need nuclear spoons.
Yeah.
I just find it
That
funny
would be
that,
bad.
the UK police have just turned into a Monty Python sketch at this point.
Nobody
I
takes them
think that's the
seriously.
UK in general, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest.
Well, Canada, my country, is no better. I mean, we got Justin Trudeau as Prime Minister. I mean, we really fucked up.
Yeah, Mr. Your rights end where my feelings begin.
You sent me that. Jesus Christ. He actually really did say that on
What?
camera.
Does Count Dankula, with his Nazi pug, live in the UK or Canada?
UK.
He lives
my
in
God.
Scotland.
Oh, okay, Scotland. So I guess training your pug to salute Hitler is apparently against the law now. It's so crazy.
I don't.
over there.
I still don't get that because the dog couldn't
don't
raise
either.
it above its head. Granted, that's a genetic impossibility for a dog.
I like
Genetic
the new one. I like the new one with he has a black pug and he goes black power and he lets his pug like black power. Listen again, it's like round 2 electric boogaloo.
Yeah, how can they ban that?
Well, yeah, because then that's just going to be a hypocritical thing if they ban that.
Oh my God, this is clown world. Oh my God, just when you think it just can't get crazier, another clown pops out of the car. You're like, wow.
I mean, that's like the entire Democratic presidential race right now. Is just
Oh,
a clown car.
you're right. Oh, yeah, another one. Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, just threw his hat in yesterday, and the guy's such a loser.
And got instantly shat on by both sides.
Yeah, no one likes him. I live in New York, and I don't like him either. I mean, I never did, but I like him even less now. At least he's not banning spoons. But no,
And your representative isn't much better.
Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
she is a winner.
She's a fucking retard.
Oh wait a minute.
She needs to go back to
assaulting a
bartending.
dog with a spoon? Is that?
Is
that
this
an
is this
assault
literally the definition of
spoon? Oh, no.
Like the ice cream dog thing or whatever.
Oh, God. I mean, that's grade A shit posting right there. Good job, Nathan.
Oh, guys, look at this comment above it. It says, "I'm hiding all of my ladles. They're considered high capacity spoons."
the bigger, the more dangerous.
I'm just
Salt
it's
spoon
good-
is, Cooper
good
guy.
for
I mean, don't get me
because,
wrong. I've experienced the end of a ladle before, mostly by my parents,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Well, before it was considered child abuse.
what about the spork then? There's nothing
Oh,
more
that's-
deadly than a spork,
Well,
especially
No,
banning-
because
Of course, I'm joking when I say
Well,
that.
there were barbecue forks in that. I mean, there were like 6 barbecue forks.
yeah, meat skewers or whatever. They're probably banned too. I mean, why
Alright.
would they ban spoons but not forks?
that's a good
with a
question.
fork,
I know,
you could probably stab someone with that.
yeah, you have
What about the rotating forks that Pot Noodle introduced? Are those assault forks?
Oh my God. Does it have
Actu-
a bump stock? I don't know.
No.
No, that's a
need,
spork.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's dangerous right there.
Unironically, I actually support banning sporks. That stuff is a bloody abomination.
It is, but it's useful in its own right. Like it's useful for certain things.
The
including
funny thing is,
treat,
that luckily, I entered the geology course a few years ago because in my suitcase with my geology, field work, I used to carry around a flipping geological hammer.
Oh, they're gonna ban hammers next.
And I think it's
Don't tell-
they had like a sort of hammer side, and they had like a pointed side too, like a bit like a pickaxe.
But
That's
then
all-
how are people? But then how are people going to do their job without freaking chef
that's
knives
a
for
welding
cooks,
hammer.
or even like hammers for like construction workers? What do they have to get a
Actually,
license
no,
for
no,
that
no.
before
If
they
they-
can use it?
Before we get to the hammer stuff, they're gonna ban like those little meat mallets that you use to flatten it down.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, they have
Uh,
spikes on them. They're a weapon.
They look
I
scary.
had one of
Ban
them. I had one of those.
Oh
Very
my
useful,
goodness! But
especially your thumb.
you know what? Before we do that, the live comment from Native Rabbit Natsu who says, "I agree." I'll say I agree. I agree. Yeah, he did. Spooning should be outlawed.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Double entendre.
Actually, that actually might have more assault capacity than the spoons that the UK police confiscated.
Okay, but like, are they? Is this like for real? Like, do we really live in this kind of a world where they're
Yeah.
actually confiscating spoons and like meat skewers? I mean, really?
Look, you know what? Here's the next segment too, considering it's kind of a related story. Because, I mean, I kind of wanted to say this though because this little. Maybe I could bring it up, but the thing is, when you have a police force so feminized or whatever it is, like the UK or whatever, it was Regis Park that did this, weapon sweep. Well, what can you expect?
I mean,
A train
I'm
wreck.
surprised chopsticks aren't banned yet. I mean, you can stab someone in the eye with those.
The thing is, though, the police service differs from region to region. But the problem is, though, the thing which destroyed the police service was basically the thing which destroyed it was the Metropolitan Police in London.
They don't have guns. The
Yeah,
police don't have guns, and the criminals
thing is, though,
probably do.
A lot of police in the metropolitan region, they are paid and bribed by Irish gangs.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah, because
fuck!
they can't fight back. I mean, what are they gonna do? Like Irish gangster comes along. Hey there, laddie. I got myself a Thompson gun here. don't hurt my mateys. And then they're like, okay, well, we can't really fight you, so.
The thing is, though, basically, with the police in Britain, if you throw money at them, they'll do anything. Basically,
That's so scary, dude. That's bad. I didn't know it was that bad.
It's kind of like the RCMP in my country. I mean, actually, they're pretty much being treated like they're pretty much bellboys for the people crossing the border illegally in my country.
Oh no, but you guys think your police?
It's
is bad.
because the head of immigration in my country is a Somalian.
Oh.
There's your problem.
Oh, that's right. You
Fucked.
live in South Africa, right?
But you guys think your police bad? Maybe, and my police, my hometown actually, there was an incident 2 years ago where the police force got off early, right, and they left the police station open with guns on the tables of the police officers.
What?
No police officers in sight. Everyone took the day off, and they stepped out of the building. Guns unlocked, the evidence lockers unlocked, front doors wide open. A guy went into the police station, video recording the entire incident, videotaping where he showed the guns and the evidence and the drugs and everything lying everywhere around.
Well,
They
at
all
least he
just
didn't steal anything, did he?
no,
I'm
he
just
didn't. He was a police officer. He was off-duty police officer.
Wow, that's so bad.
Yeah.
wow,
And then
your police officers are mentally retarded.
To say
And
the
then you-
least, there's that.
Yeah, and then you get to a certain police station where all the police officers are taking a nap in the middle of the day.
How can every single one be off duty? Like what if there's a problem? Like, what if there's a robbery
Look,
taking place? Oh, sorry, we're all off duty.
Doc,
This-
you know what?
this-
I can send you the proof. I'll send you the proof so you can show it.
No, I
Yeah.
believe you. I just, it's crazy.
There was some disgusting thing in the public service called the union. That's how that happens.
I don't think
Yes.
South Africa police have unions. I'm not sure. They are the union.
I mean,
bad.
I've heard a couple of horror stories too, like South African police as well, especially when they go about, letting robberies happen in like brazenly on the street.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
though, and I heard that, like, if you're white, they don't give a shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
And
that's
the
an
funny thing
actual
is,
case
though,
of white privilege. Wow.
that
I'm
that comes from no, basically no. No, when a crime happens to a white person, they don't give a shit.
Oh,
And the
never
funny thing is
mind.
that came from a person I know who's mixed race, who came from Zimbabwe, and he pretty much said that, like, if they're black, they get away with it, basically.
But most people are black in South Africa. How is that fair?
Exactly. So most criminals get away with it then.
Wow, that's really corrupt. I gotta fix that.
It's
Yeah, it
because
doesn't matter what race you are. If a
it's-
crime happens to you, regardless of what your
it's
skin
because
color is, like, come on. That's
the thing
crazy.
is, though, it's because, like, the government in charge of South Africa, that they're in charge. The people in charge are black supremacists.
I think they're just trying to get back at people based on the history of apartheid. They're probably still, salty about that.
Exactly. Yeah, they're
like,
fucking
oh,
butthurt
well,
about
now
that.
we're in charge. and
That's
we're gonna
pretty
do the same
much
to
what
you.
it is at the
They,
end.
they, they,
It's like
they're
revenge.
reversing apartheid.
Yeah.
So
it's like
apartheid
revenge.
applies to a different type of person now. That's the only difference.
Oh yeah, good grief! Yeah, I was sent a picture of the police officers sleeping at the desks.
Oh goodness. And, they say that police in America are racist or whatever. Nah, man. Not
South
compared to
Africa takes it one step further, and not to mention they're literally just they add the laziness and incompetence to their lineup, and you know what? It spells
The funny
disaster.
the thing is, though, in Britain we've had problems with our postal service, like, a public postal service, because they cut open letters and steal money out of birthday cards.
Oh, that's
Happens
low.
here as well. Happens here as well.
Oh,
You
Grandma
can't-
sent you
you
10
cannot
pounds
use-
for your birthday. Nope.
Hey, Talon, this will probably make you laugh. The push-in for, like, like diversity policy has caused, like, caused, like, people caused, like, the amount of money being stolen from letters to increase. Big thing.
Oh yeah, my mother used to work for the post office, so I know firsthand all of these things. It's not pretty. They steal
No.
medication. They I don't know what, but there's so many stories coming out of the post office where they steal medication. I even heard a story where they stole a pacemaker.
What?
Oh my
Why?
god.
For what
Because,
possible reason?
To
to
put it
scrap
off on
it.
the market to get money, I would assume.
Own dimension.
They stole a pacemaker out of the box and sealed the box again and sent it to the hospital. When the box got
shit.
to the hospital, there was no pacemaker in it.
The thing is, though,
And the guy was already in surgery.
yeah, like,
Oh my god.
my neighbor told me about that.
Mm.
Did the guy live?
I don't know. They never followed up on the story.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
I think he died, actually.
Because he couldn't get his pacemaker that a postman stole.
I
That
don't know.
is messed up.
But this stage though, I think we've kind of almost run out of time, and Whew.
Well, that is bad. Like, stealing flipping medical equipment.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do? Like,
think of that?
go meet your dealer in the alley. Hey man, I need a pacemaker.
Like literally,
I got
yeah.
you.
Well, a literal, black market for these things.
That's
Yeah, but the
crazy.
thing is, though, I would get into, like, the black market of organs in South Africa, but that is a rabbit hole.
Wait,
a really
what?
nasty
You
rabbit
said
hole.
you would get into that?
They also specifically target a lot of white people for that too, because of some spiritual bullshit as well for some tribes.
Oh no, not white people, albino black people.
Yeah.
They target
right.
homosexuals and trans people too.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
they'll
that's
do is, if someone's albino in Africa, I'm not sure if it's in South Africa specifically, but I've heard of stories
Yeah,
where like
South
witch
Africa too.
doctors will use their skin in like magic potions and stuff, and use their blood
Yeah,
for
no,
stuff.
that's in South Africa too. That happens here too. You
That's
get, you see,
scary.
that depending on what you are, if you are different, you get different ways. I mean, if you're gay or lesbian or something, you get what we call the straight rape, where the community basically rapes you to make you straight because they believe that's how the demon inside of you get out.
Wait,
And if you're
what?
albino,
Is
yeah,
gay
no,
marriage
that's a
legal
real
in
thing.
South Africa?
Yeah,
But they
it
still
is.
do
Yeah, that's-
this.
But they still have the whole straight rape stuff.
Oh,
Oh my
good
God.
grief! No.
Wow.
No, I'm dead. I'm dead
Dudes.
serious. You can look
Yeah,
it up.
we went way off topic, but this is like really interesting. I mean,
We
it's
did,
Yeah.
and I
terrible,
think it's
but-
kind of I think it's high time we kind of close this stuff.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
grief, man! Like this is what happens when I try to wing it for you guys.
Ah,
Yeah.
well,
Winging it usually ends with a train wreck, but sometimes train wrecks are more interesting than the train going by.
Yeah, you can't look away. It's like, oh wow,
Yeah,
it's on
exactly.
fire. Is it gonna crash? Maybe next time.
I mean, I
think-
don't know. I suppose we just have to leave this episode to the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see how much chaos we've brought in.
All right, cool.
I don't think this was a dumpster fire. I think we basically just set the entire landfill ablaze. Good work. Good work.
Hooray!
Well, good work to you guys for bringing this stuff up. Good work for me for calling in too many special favorites, calling in too many hosts, and good work for me to try and make a talk show out of it.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, it was a
So-
fun show.
Just wow. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to make this a routine, but yeah, you guys want to close up on what's kind of been the flavor of the week?
Well,
Well, I think
All right, go start, Helen.
well, honestly, I would have loved to find out what the flavor of the week is, but the police already banned all my spoons. Can't get my ice cream now. What do you think?
Oh, that's a good one.
darn.
Yeah.
Hey, Han. I would want to try your flavor.
Oh,
Are we going to awkwardly PDA this stuff on the air?
do it.
It's already happened.
Get a
so
room, you two.
We like a room. It's called a
Oh,
public,
can't wait.
public chat room, yo.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have a good time.
Well, all right. Who's next on this
I
little
guess
closing?
I
chat?
guess I'll go next. I say we need to build that wall.
Yes. Yes, we do.
And while we're at it, though, shall we wall off Mars as well?
Yeah, those Martian supremacists are not getting here. No
we
siree.
need to build a dice sphere around Mars and have Mars pay for it.
Mhm.
Yep. You alt F4'd my brain right there.
Literally illegal aliens, though.
Exactly. Because technically that would actually make them literal illegal aliens.
I know.
Because-
That's why.
Because they technically are extraterrestrials because they're born on a different planet.
And you could literally just, charge them the way you do in Mars, not like the way you do on Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just, don't like them, you could just leave them out and, leave them adrift in space.
Oh,
we can just purge them like the Imperium of Man.
All right.
All right, who's next on the saying some
Beowulf.
words?
Yeah.
Because you came here earlier. But you
Yeah.
can't be helped.
Yeah, I had some severe weather stuff come up, so yeah. I'm hoping that I can get some stuff rolling. It's probably not going to involve anyone really. Just I need to get some personal stuff rolling so that I can get other stuff rolling so that I can take more time to do this kind of stuff because I like doing this. It's fun.
I know. I love bringing you in too, no less.
I have tons of useless knowledge. That's why I'm good to bring into these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, besides, you're one of the better guys I have on the show, so that's that.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's something that's tough to live up to.
I know. Well, hey, Vera.
All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this show. It was definitely a little haphazard, but I think it went pretty well. It was pretty fun. And I'll see you guys next time.
Likewise, we'll see you guys next time. Once again, thanks for actually surviving this through with all of us. This is a hell of a train ride. Let me just say that at the very least. But in that said, though, we'll kind of get back into a semblance of something fun and stable. And
Yeah, and I must also say that I need a burger after all this.
Yes.
hopefully not one from Burger King. Let me tell you.
No.
Gonna get
Guys,
a salty meal maybe.
guys,
No, I'm
here's the thing now. Are they gonna rename the Whopper the Woker now?
They're gonna call it the Impossible Burger as well if they turn vegan.
Yeah, more like the Asperger. Oh, it worked.
Oh
sorry.
man. But yeah, that's
Yeah, we
really-
should put this to an end now.
yeah. This is all the time we've got, you guys. Farewell, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you guys.
See ya.